Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone had a wonderful and safe weekend. Today I'm coming to you guys with our Make a Mix Monday, and these next probably a few Make a Mixes are going to be, of course, Easter themed because Easter is right around the corner. I have been debating whether to do a Easter bundle or not. Those of you that know how I do my holiday bundles, they're usually fairly large, usually anywhere from $75, $80, around there. I usually try not to go over that price. I'm still debating whether to do one or not, just because they are large bundles, and I don't know. They usually just get pretty large for me, and I don't know if I want to get into doing something like that. I mean, if you are interested in a Easter bundle with, you know, all like the Eastery colors of what I have, definitely shoot me an email, or you can also comment below. If I get enough requests, I just may do them. For those of you that do like the larger bundles. But for now, I'm just going to stick to my Make a Mixes. You'll still get all the pretty pastels, and you'll definitely get enough to make yourself your own mixes and whatnot with these smaller bundles as well. So yeah, I thought I'd leave it up as an option. It's still very debatable for me. I usually always do them, but this time around I don't know if I want to do them. But again, definitely let me know if I get enough requests. I most likely will put something up for you guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and just get started. I did make a small enough batch for me, just like something really small, maybe about a tablespoon size, just enough so I can see what it looked like. I wanted to be able to provide a swatch this time, so I went ahead and did that, and I will go ahead and show it to you once we make our mix, so that way I have the swatch available and you can see what the mix is going to look like on the nail. So we're going to start with the base, and the base is my Cotton Candy Pink, and this one has the rainbow effect to it. Okay, and it's this one right here. As you can see, it's a very, very baby, soft, super pale pink, really beautiful. I call it my Cotton Candy Pink. I'm going to throw that up in there, and it does have the rainbow shimmer in it. I'm going to do one more because, again, I am going to make enough for my Etsy shop as well. So that is the first one. You're going to get, this is going to be a 2 teaspoon set. And the reason I am doing a smaller 2 teaspoon set is because I only have small amounts of these glitters that I'm going to show you. These are usually coming from my personal stash, so I'm able to offer up a few bundles this way. So again, this Cotton Candy Pink, I do have plenty of. It's mostly like the other bigger pieces that I have very little of. This one I have enough of. If you want to order a larger amount in this, you can. This is my Cotton Candy Pink right here. You can also find it in my Etsy store as Mermaid Effect, because you can do the rubbing technique and get the really pretty colors of the shimmer on the nail. So that is that one there. That is my extra fine Cotton Candy Pink, and it is in the regular size, 0.008. So you are getting, of course, a bag of that. Let me make sure I get these in view here for you guys. Okay, right there should be good, right? Okay. Next, what I used also some translucent white. It's just this one here, and this one is, I believe, 2mm hexes. And again, I also used 2 of this. I like this because it has a shimmer to it, but it is a very like a sheer, so it doesn't have any color, which I like because it doesn't clash. You know, it doesn't bring out any extra color that doesn't need. So I like that it's just like a white with no shimmer. Alright, so far as that, and of course you are getting a bag of that, 2 teaspoons. Actually, these are 1 mm, I'm sorry. In the translucent white hexes. You are also going to get, I used some yellow mylar. And I'm going to throw in a tablespoonful of it right there. And there is a little bit of black here that I don't want in here. Okay, so you're also getting the Fantasy Yellow Mylar, and as you can see, it does have like some really pretty. It has it's kind of rainbowy because you do see purples and reds and certain colors in there, so it is really pretty. You see different shades of color in there as well. Okay, so 2 teaspoons of that. I also added this one here, which is called my Salmon Satin in 0.015. These are little dots, but they're really, really tiny. You can see there. Hopefully you guys can see that they're really small. And I like these because they give a nice little speckled look to the glitters. So I threw in, I believe I threw in a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of this. I'm going to start with a teaspoon and see how it looks. So this one's in salmon. Let me grab my other spoon here. So it is a very heaping teaspoon. Again, just for the speckled look. If I need more, I will add more. You, of course, are getting the 2 teaspoons of everything. Except there's one baggie that I'm doing extra and I'm just throwing it in for free. And I will show you that shortly. So that is the Salmon Satin. Okay. Next, I also threw in, I think I'm missing a color here that I remember throwing in because half of the bags I put somewhere else. So, okay, I think I got it. Okay, next one I did was of course I had to throw in some of my Mirror Effect Little Blossoms. This is going to be our bling bling, our what's going to give it that pop of sparkle. This is what I used. So you're getting that as well. I didn't put a little label on that one because that one is just, you know what it is pretty much. So I'm also doing I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of that. I'm going to do 1 and another soft teaspoon. I also threw in my Shiny Matte Lavender Hexes in 1 mm. I'm also going to do 1.5. I also threw in a teaspoon of Neon Blue Micro Tinsel. And just 1 teaspoon is what I did, a very soft teaspoon. Again, I'm going for that nice dispersed of colors here. And I also forgot another extra fine that I did, which is in Peach. And this one has kind of the silver, like a mirror effect, but it's an extra fine, so it does have that silver shimmer to it. And I'm also throwing in 2 tablespoons of this. Very soft, very pale peach, really beautiful. Love that one. The next one I used is a satin metallic, a pinky peach, and that's this one here. It's a little bit of a deeper, darker peach, but it's like a pink peach almost. So there's that one, also in 1 mm hexes. I try to stick to, you know, everything as small as I can possibly put in there. The largest thing that is in there is going to be just these flowers. And they in itself are pretty small. They're about 3 mm, so not bad. And I also just did a teaspoon of the Pinky Peach, the satiny metallic. That also gives it also some extra shimmer as well. We also added here, I have here these matte green squares, and these are really tiny in 1 mm. Let me see if I can show them to you. They're right there. They're really tiny and they're super cute, guys. And these here are from like my personal stash that I have, but I do have enough to make a few bundles for you guys as long as I keep it at 2 teaspoon sets. So as you can see there, they're really tiny. They're super cute. Okay, so I threw in also a teaspoon of this. Okay, as you can see, a teaspoon like is a lot. You get a lot. I also threw in these pearlescent pink droplets. These are the little raindrops. They're also really small. They're probably about 2 mm. Okay, I'm going to move this over just a bit here so I can make sure you guys are getting these in there. Also did just a teaspoon of this, and I did a fairly soft teaspoon, which is like this, really soft. And then lastly, I also added some shiny matte peach, like a, this is more like a, it's a peach, but it's more like a different kind of peach, kind of like a yellowy orange peach, but it's still peach. This is just shiny matte peach in 2 mm dots. You can see those dots are pretty small. And I also just did a teaspoon of that as well. And we're just going to go ahead and mix this up. I think I'm going to add some more pink to it. And some more white as well. I want it to come out a little bit lighter. Throw in some more white in here. Came out super pretty. And I did name this one, we named this one Easter Bunny Hop. It's super pretty. And that should be enough to put into my shop. Enough for everyone. And I am giving everyone, of course, 2 teaspoons as well of the Easter Bunny Hop. And I'm going to do 2 generous spoons there. And there is your mix. It's really pretty. And the swatch for this one is this here. It's really soft, really pretty. And let me show you the back. You can see some of the pieces there. And as a freebie, I'm gonna throw in, this is just a half a teaspoon, because I literally have maybe like, I don't know, I probably have half an ounce of this. And it's going to be the Satiny Light Magenta bunny heads, and I wanted to give you guys enough so you guys can do your own nails with them. So this is a half a teaspoon, but you can see there is enough in there for you to, you know, do your own nails with it. And this is something you can add to your nails if you'd like. I didn't want to throw it into the mix because I didn't want anything too chunky. These are super thin, like paper thin. This is what the nail would look like if you decide to do your nails with it. This is the swatch that I did with the bunny heads. And me personally, I prefer to have the bunny heads on there. It just made it a little more Eastery for me. But of course now you can do it however you like. You can do it with or without. You can see the difference there. So if you decide to use the bunny heads, they're there for you. I'm just going to throw them in the bag for you. I'm not even going to count it as part of the bundle. I'm just going to throw it in there for you guys so you guys can have it. All right. So that is my Easter bunny hop for my Make a Mix Monday. I hope you guys liked as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Let's go ahead with the price. I'm going to move this over here. I am doing all these bags at $1.50 a piece. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and with this one it's 12. And I'm just going to throw that in there. So it's 12 times $1.50. It comes out to $18. So I'm just going to ask 20 shipped for this bundle, so that way I can have a couple dollars to help with shipping. So this one's gonna go for 20. All right, questions, comments, you can leave them below. And until next time, guys, thanks so much for tuning in as always. Bye.